Number 16 Arkansas ran South Carolina out of Fayetteville this past Saturday. And along the way, we lost two key contributors on defense. Hey, come on back. Let's talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, Gamecock Chuck is here, back again. Hey, doing another video on this Monday afternoon. I'm going to talk a little bit about this past Saturday's matchup with number 16 Arkansas ran South Carolina out of Fayetteville. Before I get into that, though, I need you guys to help me out by doing a few things. Most importantly, I need you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed. Trying to get this channel to grow, do a lot of Gamecock content. I'm also going to try to branch out a little bit as the season goes along, try to do other college football content along the way. Also hit that like button, share this video, comment on this video. Let's get back into it. Like I said, Saturday, South Carolina went down to Fayetteville, Arkansas for a 11 a.m. Central Time kickoff, noon Eastern, to take on number 16 Arkansas. And it is what it was advertised to be. Arkansas is a very good team, very deserving of a top 25 ranking. And they're a very good running team. They have a dynamic quarterback that's a dual threat guy, can throw the ball, can also hurt you with his legs as well. And that just proved to be true this past Saturday. Arkansas ran for almost 300 yards rushing on the ground. Most of it was done by Rocket Sanders. He had 156 yards and 2 touchdowns on 24 carries. KJ Jefferson had 67 yards on 19 carries, and he also had a touchdown. They also had a couple other running backs that didn't get a whole lot of carries, but they got a couple of touchdowns as well. I think they had 5 touchdowns on the ground for the day. So overall, Arkansas was what they were advertised. They are a run team, a run-heavy team. So we knew, South Carolina knew that going into the day, but our defense just could not get enough stops to keep this game within striking distance for an upset. And Arkansas was able to Arkansas managed to pull away with a 44-30 victory. South Carolina's defense, though, it's been one of the things that's actually hurt us here recently. Against the run this year so far, we haven't done too well, and we just gave up a lot of big runs. We couldn't contain the edge. We couldn't fill the gaps. I mean, it's just we knew what they were running, and we still couldn't stop it. It seemed like. So it's very frustrating to watch. But it's a work in progress. I think Clayton White, give him a couple more years, and we'll have the defensive players in line to compete with these run heavy teams from the West and from the SEC. So right now, like I said, it's a rebuilding process. I'm not too much worried about it. One positive to take away from this past Saturday's matchup was the offensive line play, in my opinion. South Carolina didn't play all that well against Georgia State. Rattler was pressured a lot, flushed out the pocket, on the run, didn't open up too many rushing lanes the previous week. But this past week, they did protect Rattler a lot better than they did against Georgia State. They gave him time to throw the ball down the field. Rattler went 24 of 39 for 376 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. The interception, just a defensive guy made a good play on the ball. He tried to get it over his head in the end zone, and the defensive guy just got up there and got it. He out-jumped the wide receiver back there and just took it away from him, basically. So, outside of that mistake, Rattler, I think, played pretty good. So, as far as receiving, South Carolina, Antoine Wells, he had a breakout game in this game. He had 189 yards on eight catches and a touchdown. Big game for him. Lloyd, he caught 6 catches for 72 yards, and Stogner, he had 5 receptions for 68 yards. So he's starting to come into his own in week 2. Hopefully, as the weeks progress, he can get more involved in the playbook and get more touches on the ball and everything. But like I said, the bright spot, though, to me was the offensive line play for South Carolina. They did a whole lot better. They didn't open up many running lanes for the running backs this week. It's a very abysmal performance from the running backs on the game. I think it's like 40 yards total. So it wasn't very good from the running back standpoint from rushing yards. So we shall see as the weeks keep going on. Hopefully we can figure out a way to open up some lanes and the running backs can get in there and get some good chunks of yards and start running up some rushing totals. And I mean, it's just getting to be where South Carolina's more of a one-dimensional team, in my opinion. It's going to give these defenses that we're going to be playing here coming up on the schedule. It's going to give them a chance to just sit back and just tee off on the quarterback because they know we ain't going to be able to run the ball, and it's just going to make the defenses a lot easier to play against South Carolina. Arkansas, KJ Jefferson, he's 18 of 21, 162 yards and a touchdown. Very efficient day for him. But when you got good running backs and you're running for almost 300 yards, you really don't have to throw the ball, a whole lot. You have to throw it just a little bit just to keep the defense honest. But, for the most part, our defense, we knew what they were going to do, it seemed like, and we just could not stop it. KJ lined up, and I mean, whether he gave it to the running back or kept it, it seemed like we had no answer, to stop it for most of the game. The defense really just could not stop the run, and that was basically not really the reason we lost the game, but that was a good portion of why the game went the way it went. Most teams, if they know you can't stop the run, that's all they're going to do. They're going to keep running, and that's just what Arkansas did this past Saturday. And we just, like I said, we just could not stop it. Could not get enough stops to make, to pull off the upset or anything. So another thing that hurt our defense, or another thing that kept our defense on the field, was our lack of third down conversion from the offense. Like I said, Spencer Rattler did have a pretty good game, a better game than he did the previous week. The offensive line did as well. But we just cannot convert third downs, it seems like. We went 3 of 10 for third down conversion against Arkansas. So we got to put up a better percentage on third down conversion to keep our defense off the field, give them a little more break. That way they can get their breath back, get their wind back, get their energy back, whatever the case may be, and give them time to rest and get ready to get back on the field. We can't do these 3 and outs and just short drives and punt the ball and everything. It's just going to kill our defense for the rest of the year. And along the way, like I said in the intro, we managed to lose 2 key contributors on defense for the rest of the season. Kaba and Jordan Strachan are out for the rest of the season with torn ACLs, I think is what they said. So we're going to be down two key pieces there. Linebacker room's getting a little thinner, and the defensive line just got a little thin as well. So, but that's why we recruit next man up mentality. So whoever the case may be, Debo, Gilbert Edmond, whoever the case may be, as far as the linebacker, defensive end, y'all better be ready to step up and come on in and let's get it going, because the games ain't gonna get canceled just because we lost 2 people. So with that being said, tough weekend for the Gamecocks. Got a tough matchup coming up this Saturday. Number 1 Georgia comes to town, 12 noon kickoff at Williams-Brice Stadium. So going to be a big, tall task for the Gamecocks, but we'll see how it goes. I'll be putting out a preview and prediction video later this week. So if you guys like this kind of content, hey, do me that one thing. Hit that subscribe button, comment on this video, like it, share, and hit that notification button. That way you get notified. And until next time, Gamecock Chuck, I am out. Go Gamecocks.